future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com. Love, it's not always an easy thing, but when you find it, there's nothing like it. And Finding Cupid with David Cruz is here to help you do just that. It's a show where celebrity guests, singers, writers, and friends all come together to talk about one thing: love. Finding Cupid with David Cruz, only on ubnradio.com.
And welcome to Finding Cupid Radio. My name is David Cruz, and you are live with us on Wednesday night here at the Sunset Gower Studios. I have a full house tonight. In case you don't know, the gentlemen, the kind gentlemen of the People's Couch, my fellow Bravo friends, are here tonight. Give them a round of applause.
Hi. Oh my gosh.
Hi.
He
gentlemen
called us kind.
and gentlemen.
I was more shocked by the kind for you two.
It's true.
Well, sorry, Emerson.
I don't even know where to start, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to preface this by moments before we walked in. I mean, we were literally, it was like it's a spittle of like just comedy from the moment we all like got into like a foot of each other to right now. I literally have been cracking up. Maddie is...
Hello.
Hi. Poor Maddie here. Hi, how are you? Co-host Matt Wall.
I am the quietest person in this room.
Which is weird.
Well, besides Josh.
Yeah, I'm pretty quiet.
Yeah, Josh.
I mean, you all talk for a living.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We make
So much
fun for a
talking.
living,
So
actually.
much talking.
I pretend to talk.
For the first time ever, co-producer Matt... Oh, now you're a co-producer.
Thank you.
Oh, you just
I
upgraded.
expected
Wow.
that.
Where's the
Yes.
yeah? What do you, well, let's
Promotion.
excuse me. Let's
Or
talk
did he?
numbers with my client.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh. Don't sign anything. Co-producer Josh is on a camera tonight for the first time all season. How does it feel, Josh?
I don't know.
It's kind of weird because you actually have something blocking your face, so you're still kind of weirdly... What was the show with Tim Robbins?
Home Improvement.
Yes,
No,
and he's kind
Tim
of...
Robbins. How dare
I'm
you?
sorry, you know. Whatever.
Who
No one
is
cares.
that?
Tim.
Wow.
Tim Allen. It was
Allen.
Home
Tim
Allen.
Improvement,
Yeah, it was Tim- yeah.
and it was the
Never-
man behind the gate.
Yeah.
Yes,
Behind the fence.
You're like this still.
Totally.
Okay, first of all, there's a lot of personality in the room tonight.
So much.
Kids,
No.
buckle your seatbelts because tonight's going to be a very distracting, ADD-filled... I don't even know what. I don't have words for this.
Yes!
Yeah, see?
That's the
Exactly
word
like
for
that.
it. That's the
But I'm
word.
happy to
That's
have
the word.
them in the studio. You know them affectionately as the gay guys from the People's
fair.
Couch.
What?
You guys are gay?
You just
I-
outed me?
Wait, what? What?
Oh, honey.
This is really traumatic.
Let's not talk.
I didn't know we were gay.
I didn't get a people
You
cover.
didn't?
You just play one on TV, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just play gay on TV.
Yeah.
All the
Do
time.
I even need to do? And
So
you know
do
what's
I.
funny is that Scott, you were on right before this show.
I know. I'm starving. I forgot my dinner. I was supposed to bring something to eat, and I'm going to eat one of you by the end of the show. So.
Model problem.
How
cute.
dare.
Oh.
So cute.
Talk about spittle.
Okay.
I almost don't know what to do because I feel like I'm having drinks with a bunch of friends and it's like midway into the day. Matt, you've been there.
Yeah.
And we're like, how are we getting home? It's like that.
Oh. What are we
Um,
drinking?
Yeah.
Well, can we do a formal introduction though?
Sure.
Yes.
Emerson Collins,
That's me.
Blake McIver,
Hello.
and Scott Nevins from the People's Couch on Bravo TV. Thank you guys so much for being here, first of all.
Thanks for having us.
I know we have talked about this for a very long time of getting together in one place. This is kind of something we've been talking about for a while.
Yep.
So
Yes.
I'm happy that you can be here all tonight
On your show.
on
To
my
benefit
show.
you.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's how this
Is
all
that how
works.
it is?
This is
Really?
how it worked out.
I feel like that's benefiting me as well.
well,
Yeah.
thank you, Emerson.
You're welcome.
You're playing along. Oh man, this is gonna be good.
No, we've been looking forward to this for a long time. Like this is
Like a week.
No. I mean, we've talked about
since
this
the
for
first time
months.
we tried to hang out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you know, you and I got to hang out, which was nice at your event. Again,
Yes.
something
Oh,
benefiting
yes,
you.
that's right.
And And-
Listen, don't hate.
Wow.
haterade.
Sorry.
Is that what we're drinking tonight?
Sorry, you're available.
Do you see what we deal with?
Oh my god.
Do you understand the cross
Oh.
that I carry? Like mine's as big as
The cross.
Jesus's.
No, it's not.
I'm
that
like
big.
Simon of Cyrene, that other guy that had to help Jesus carry the cross.
I feel
I love
like
that you know that.
it's been a heavy year, huh?
Hey, we just passed Easter.
Oh, you have risen.
Christ has risen. Let's die eggs.
Oh
Yes.
my God! Yes, we've been talking about this for a long time, and I'm happy that we could. I don't even know where this conversation started. I'm happy you're all here tonight. There is a purpose. I wanted to get together and talk about gay dating today, 2015 style.
Today, right now, this is a date.
This is
It's
a
group
date.
date.
Are we on
It's
a
a
date?
group
Really?
Oh my
date.
God! See, and this is the best kind because no one's putting out or paying for anything.
Wow.
Are
Then
we-
it's definitely not a date.
I feel like I'm paying with my soul, but
And-
okay.
and-
If no one's paying or putting out, this is not a date.
Matt, you've always wanted to watch, right?
As a voyeur.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait, watch
Hi,
what?
Matt.
Golden Girls?
Yeah,
what are we
watch what?
watching?
Okay, reel it in. Okay, kids. So,
My head is
are
spinning.
you okay, Maddie?
Yeah.
This is Bravo over here.
I know. This is like us viewing.
This is crack right now. Are you guys? So, I mean, we're all Bravo family. Are you surprised that there's no gay show on Bravo?
Yes,
I
very
mean,
much
it's very
so.
gay, but
Right.
why isn't there a gay show on Bravo?
Well, I think they represent this new era where there are gay characters on every show, and you
Gotcha.
know, like you look at an organization like GLAAD, right? They came along where there was no representation or very little representation in movies and film. They've kind of almost, to a point, made themselves extinct because you are now seeing a time where we have gay characters on every TV show, almost every movie. So now we are integrated. Now that does not say that we should not be represented as a sole
Right.
community, a sole minority group, you know. But I think there is more power in being a beloved character in a quote unquote standard TV show and not,
Gotcha.
you know, that's why we're not on the logo because we're not doing whatever, you know,
We're not
Noah's
just
Ark
gay.
or whatever
Right.
they're doing.
So it wasn't because A-List New York killed it. It wasn't that.
I mean, that didn't help.
You know that I was.
I'm looking at the camera.
Did I ever tell you guys this? I was almost on the Los Angeles version. They were gonna do
Oh.
one, and I went in, and they were like, "Oh, you're great." I was like, "I think that's not a compliment."
They do have fashion queens,
you
which I
know
feel like
now.
qualifies.
Does it though?
I mean,
And
that's
love
pretty
them,
gay.
and I love
Pretty
them.
I love them.
on Bravo.
Yeah.
It's different. They're
Never
in the
heard of it.
studio. I think,
Right.
Like I'm talking show.
Yes,
I'm
a
just
full gay
saying-
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's pitch it. Come on, the four of us.
Right now we're pitching.
Okay.
This is
we're
our audition
five of
tape.
us.
Right under
Be
the
like,
table.
Maddie's a real person.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a real
I mean,
live.
Josh can be a
lister.
friend, like not
Oh
in
my
the
God.
logo.
We flipped the tables here. Well, that's what we're doing, Bravo. Flip tables.
Teresa.
We flipped it here because now Josh is the minority. He's the only straight person in the room.
How does
Yeah.
it feel?
How does it feel?
So he would have to be a friend.
Yeah.
He'd have that cute little subscript, friend of the gays.
You'd be you'd be the quirky friend who never gets a
Gay
relationship.
ally.
Welcome to our world.
Kind of shows up, wanders in,
Maddie's friend.
says something really straight.
David's
leaves.
assistant.
Wait, what if that's that's the show Maddie's Friends, but it's really all about us, but we base it that it's about him so he doesn't feel
Yeah.
left out.
Hey, Maddie, how are you?
Good.
Hey, do you want to do some Finding Cupid stuff now?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I normally say before we get any more distracted, but I don't know. We're there already.
Past.
We'll get back into it then. Yeah. You guys want to play along?
Yes.
News team time. All right, guys, we're back.
We're talking about.
Coming to you live from the crazy news desk here at Finding Cupid.
I
It's time for
imagine
what's trending.
Emerson maybe doing some ribbon dancing at the Olympics.
I'd be the one with the ball. Look, come on.
Oh,
He's
I
always the one
know.
with the
I love the
ball.
ribbons.
I do too. I used to do that in my living room as a
I
child.
actually pretend to do the ribbon dance while the opening credits of Game of Thrones is playing.
Totally appropriate.
It's appropriate music. Anyone?
Yes.
You know the song.
Absolutely.
Or the
it.
music.
I know.
So we have a few things in the news, and as everybody knows, the biggest news this week is that Hillary has officially announced that she's running.
She's running for president.
What did she say? I too have
She
something
said,
I'm getting ready to do.
I'm getting ready for something too.
I'm running for
I'm
president.
running for president.
I want to get reactions from everyone in the room. Obviously, she's been teasing the entire world about would she or would she not be running. So now she's running. I'll start with Maddie. Are you excited? What's your reaction to this whole thing?
I'm
Because it's not a
excited.
surprise.
I think 4 years ago I wasn't excited. I don't know why. I just wasn't.
Okay.
But this year I am.
Yeah?
I'm excited about Hillary.
Are you
read an
ready for
interesting-
Hillary?
I'm ready for a woman president.
Okay.
And I recently read a really interesting article that said, the next president essentially is going to pick the four new
Supreme Court
Yeah,
justices.
and we need someone that
wow.
will support
That's a good
all
point.
the things that we
So
support
you're ready.
as well. So
Here we go.
She's the
Ready
best.
to the other side of the room.
The
Hey,
rest
guys.
aren't.
Oh, hey.
What do you think?
I would describe it this way. I am in like with Hillary Clinton, not in love with Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
I
that's
can
good.
see that.
I support her. I think she's a phenomenal diplomat. It's just the excitement factor hasn't arrived yet, and I'm hoping this campaign and her talking about her current positions on all of the issues will get me excited. But I'm a
Yes.
little worried that she represents an old guard, political action committee, super wealthy direction
Sure.
of politics, and I hope that. And because she's so partisan oriented, because of the way people feel about her, we do need healing and compromise in the next phase of our government. And I hope that what she says in her first series of speeches lead us to believe that that's the direction we'll be going. Does that make sense? I totally
no,
support
no,
her.
totally.
I want to be in love, and right now I'm in like.
Well,
Okay.
I like her, but I'm not going to post about it on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm afraid actually to
there's
do
the
that a
line.
little bit right now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's in Blake.
I'm gonna get really excited about
Okay.
Hillary when she announces that Barbara Streisand is her running mate.
Yes.
Ah.
That's an amazing
Because I already
ticket.
made buttons last year, and I don't want to have to throw them out.
Right?
Babs and Hillary.
I mean, I saved my posters from the first time around.
Okay,
I mean, I
right.
had them. I went there.
I went there.
There. Change the date.
I have a feeling you have a lot to say on this.
I'm excited, and today
Okay.
she basically she made a statement telling, the Supreme Court judges that they should vote to give gay and lesbian citizens, the right to marriage. And she kind of took that first stance. And so,
Yeah.
and I know what you mean, Emerson, about saying you want to get excited and you want her to do things. We forget how far out we really are and how ridiculously early this
Yes.
really starts.
Totally.
But it is kind of stuff like that statement today. To me, my response to that is finally.
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
but this is see,
It's
a
a
lot of
game.
Americans say that, and I say, but how about the fact that she has progressed? Our own president has progressed. This is what a human being does. They progress on an issue. We've talked about things that we disagree on, and then you've talked to me, and I've said, oh, well, I'll think about that, and I think about it, and you progress on the issue. So the fact that we have someone standing up saying that for us and doing it in such a powerful position, who could be the first Madam President, that's
I
kind
live
of
for it.
great.
It is.
And I think, when you have people trying to pass laws that are stopping you from getting married or eating in a pizzeria or anything, it's important to have these allies. And so I think, I'm excited for Hillary. I do question who her running mate is going to be.
Yeah.
Cory Booker.
I hope it's Barbara Streisand. Cory Booker. But I truly, people said, "Oh, she's so calculated and manipulating." I said, "Yeah, she's a professional politician. That's her
totally.
job.
Absolutely.
Nobody plays the game like the Clintons."
Yes, and that was part of, in my opinion, that whole, I'm running, not running kind of song and dance. And it was nice to play the tango while she could with us.
Yeah.
And it's, we have a long way out. This will start to get real thick real soon. Just like
Okay.
Friday night.
Oh,
But you-
Hillary.
David, you have to remember, she peaked very early last time. She announced
Yeah.
early and peaked, and then President Obama kind of cut her off at the pass, and so she was trying to avoid that this time by holding out as long as she could.
Yeah.
But when you start buying renting office space in Brooklyn, and
Yeah.
they've been courting people for a year and a half. I have friends who now work for the campaign, and they've
Wow.
been really going at it. So.
And she
so-
eats at Chipotle like regular people.
and doesn't get recognized.
Hillary, she's just like us.
Oh my God.
It looked like she was holding up the Chipotle. I thought she was holding it up.
I'm going to look for that
I
photo.
love it.
Hillary at Chipotle.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
My favorite is her Twitter photo is her in some weird Anna Wintour glasses, and she's on her BlackBerry.
Yes.
Oh, in
Yes.
the airplane
And
hangar,
it's
yeah.
just
It's the best photo ever.
I love it. I like to think she's tweeting me. She's tweeting
Chipotle
me.
manager. Hillary
yeah.
Clinton didn't leave anything in tip jar.
Oh, that was the news story today.
Jesus.
Please.
Right, because it's a Chipotle and you don't
Yeah.
tip those people.
Guess what? I went to Chipotle.
Just because you put on a tip jar
I've
doesn't
never
mean we're
tipped
supposed to
at
put stuff
Chipotle.
in
Hold on.
it.
Is there a tip jar at Chipotle?
Is there a tip jar on this table? Because, I don't know.
I would tip you guys. You guys do great work here.
I sing and I
wouldn't.
dance. Oh my gosh. Well,
Next,
thank
what's
you
next?
guys. That was a lot more informative of a response than I was expecting.
See?
Not that I'm saying that I was expecting like bad stuff. I'm just saying.
We're very politically aware, you know.
I know you are, but
We like Barbara Streisand.
it was funny. That's how it started,
as
and that's how
political
it
as I
ended.
get.
Okay, so also in the news, I mean, this is what I call news here at Finding Cupid. Sofia Vergara and don't laugh at me.
I'm not.
You're on the same
Yeah,
ship
he
as
is.
I.
I'm with you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right behind you.
the lifeboat from the Titanic.
The
Shutting it
last
down.
ship.
Like Bill
So
is with
Sofia
Hillary.
Vergara is in the news. She's being sued by her ex-fiance, and Maddie, tell us why.
Well, Josh knows more than I do.
Wait, hold on. All right, tell us.
Never mind.
Tell
He
us,
wants
stray
her
boy.
embryos. That
He-
they were frozen, right?
When they were together, they put aside a deposit of sperm and egg.
Why? Because they're old.
This is more of a story to me about this. Like, so apparently, Sophia and her ex-fiance had put an egg in some
fridge.
sperm
A
aside.
petri dish.
Yes, for when they wanted a baby. So now they're divorced, and now he is suing to get the egg. So it is so crazy to me that this is even an issue.
They weren't even married though.
Okay,
They
so
were fiancéed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get-
Enfianced.
so,
So
That is so gross that you did that in unison.
But here, guys, my question to you is: if you had an egg and a sperm aside, and you broke up from a relationship, would you want? Like, what do you think is the motive behind that?
That fiance is like, she's gonna be famous forever, and I'm gonna disappear into nonsense. So I want to make sure that I have one of her babies, and
Right.
so I can always show up at parties, and she has to pay for the kid.
Yeah,
Right.
and well,
That's
that's,
exactly-
it legally.
yeah.
It's her kid because it's her. You know, so it's like she willingly gave me this. This is her child, so now she owes me money.
And she's gorgeous.
But
But she
they're
beat him.
not,
She's okay.
They're not together anymore. She beat him.
No, that's the story today. Was that it was domestic?
She beat him?
He's filing for domestic abuse. Look that up. It's true.
Please.
I'm
the
gonna-
only beating he got was between the legs. And
No,
I'm
if
just
she came after
saying-
you with a heel and that accent, you'd be like, I'd be scared of her. She could
he
scream.
specifically claims that Vergara punched him in the head.
Thank you.
In the face more than once.
believe it.
clearly
Through
a
her
lot
phone,
more than once because
verbally
this is stupid.
attacked him.
What did he do first?
He's not a man. I'm sorry. This is stupid. This is really stupid. You're suing. If this was
stupid.
flipped and a girl wanted the sperm of somebody that she dated, it would just be nonsense.
That just
It's-
happened recently too.
It doesn't surprise me either. I mean, it's just. I mean, the whole point is like why. I mean, you're clearly not with somebody. Your intention was to have a child together, and now you're not together. So what rights do you have to get back the intention? Is what I'm trying to get to. So I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
Anyone
like
else?
move on.
Yeah.
Move on with your life. Like find
Yeah.
somebody else to make babies with.
Bye-bye.
And first of all, so was she not going to carry the baby? That was my next
Well,
question.
that's the thing. You can't legally prove her intention to
Right.
have the child, to not have the child, to carry the child, to have a surrogate carry the child. Like, there's so
Yes,
many.
good wife. You better run this courtroom right now.
There's so many variables right now, according to Mens Rea.
Manzawada.
Any chance you can to say legally
God.
Any
blonde
legally
quotes?
blonde reference.
living right now. Okay, and last one. Do we have
Living.
one more? We have one more.
I
What
think
do we
so.
got?
Oh, we don't.
Our sex tape. Let's
Yeah.
go to it.
Not our.
Yes.
Lights, please.
we get to watch it here.
Whoa.
So we all know One Direction. So apparently Zayn Malik, the guy who left the band, there's a sex tape reportedly being shopped around, and it again, of course, is not his fiance in the video. Do we care that he has a sex tape going
He was
on?
like, I might be
Who is
in that naked.
the One Direction band member that left, Zayn Malik.
Do we think he definitely released it on purpose because he left to do a solo career, and this continues to keep him in the
Probably.
news?
Yes. Yes.
And a sex tape hasn't hurt anybody in
Yeah.
like 10 years, so
Did
Exactly.
Kris Jenner produce this sex tape?
Ryan
I
Seacrest.
would only trust it
Probably.
if she produced it.
Ryan Seacrest.
It's a
Come on
Seacrest
now.
production.
Obviously.
We should do a sex tape.
It's a Brian Dunkelman production.
Oh,
that's so
that's
sad.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Hashtag we all
so
still
upset
know.
about
Where
it.
is
We
she?
get it.
Where is she?
He's sitting with a Ryan Seacrest voodoo doll going, that boy had frosted tips and wore a sheer blouse.
Right.
yeah.
He stole my flat iron.
Uh,
You know what? There was a what was it? It wasn't a true Hollywood story, but it was something on American Idol, and when they went back and interviewed him, it was so sad. It hurt me. Not the same way when they brought and then took away Chloe, but it hurt me still.
And not as
was
much as it
real.
hurt him.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Get you, Ryan Seacrest. That's what he does.
Rest in peace.
Okay. Well, that's all we got. Sorry,
all.
guys. Thanks
it.
for playing around.
this is Gay NN.
I know. It gives you time to play with the newspapers. and fake talk.
Fake news.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an abrupt
It's
ending.
really good.
Well, you know.
I felt really good about our fake conversation.
Yeah.
We are.
I won't tell anybody what you said.
I always wonder what they're saying. And they always get
Peas and carrots,
peas
and carrots.
Yeah, exactly. So we have we're gonna take a quick break. As you know, the guys from the People's Couch are here. They're locked and loaded, cocked and ready. Really, we're gonna take.
Just said
Who told you?
Loaded cock.
I had to. We're going to take a quick little music break here. When we come back, we're going to get into the nitty gritty of this whole show, which is Gay Dating 2015. I know you're going to have a lot to say.
Are we going to find me a husband? That's the only reason I showed up tonight.
Honey, stand in line. But I did promise. I did promise you, though.
You did.
Well, good
I
luck
did.
with that.
Yeah. And then we'll ask them why. So don't go anywhere. As you know, we always try to bring you some new music, some lovely new music every week that we discover on New Music Tuesdays. This past week, Steve Grand, gay. I don't know. Help me discuss this, guys.
Not a country artist.
Okay, one. And two, was he the first? There's a lot of discussion about, is he the first out country singer?
There's that other guy too.
The other guy.
Well, Billy Gilman came out recently.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that other guy after that.
I think
He's
it falls
great.
into two things. One, like he hasn't legitimately made it to like a major label
Right.
classification,
which
so,
Billy Gilman has.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so is Ty Herndon, who came out.
That's
Who
right.
came out the same day
Ty
as Billy
did,
Gilman. And there have been others, obviously discussed through the years. So, but I think, I mean, if he wants to claim that title, why not? You know, he put it out there from the very beginning with his. I don't have any problem cheering him as like, sure,
Yeah.
first gay. Like,
Well, and the one song, All American
Yeah.
Boy, is very much country. The rest of the album,
Yeah.
not so much.
Yeah.
But it's a great album. I
Yeah,
just listened
it
to
is.
it last week all the way through.
And it's good for the
phenomenal.
community to
I
say
love
that
it.
we have that.
Yeah. So we
need that.
So here's one of the new songs from Steve Grand's debut album. Take a listen to this. This is "Say You Love" by Steve Grand. We'll be back. This is Finding Cupid Radio.
Close the door, he says, this will only be a minute. But sometimes minutes can get caught in suspension. I finally figured it out, and you're that someone who knows a little more than something about me. He says I met this girl out in Palm Springs, man, she's the best. You'd be so happy for me. And it hits me hard seeing this blue-eyed dream sprouting wings and flying away from me. Flying away from me. What if I say you love me? Could I make it true? We could build us something that would mean something to you. 'Cause when I close my eyes, I'm in this world where you have a girl and right by your side. Say you love me. It don't mean that I'll ever have you. Driving home, I look out at the rain on the roads out my passenger window. It's been one of those nights that all feels so alive. Man, you bet I'm gonna hate saying goodbye. He pulls up on my driveway to see you on Friday. If he only knew what I do to be the rain on his coat, those keys that he holds, all the one he has waiting back home. What if I say you love me? Could I make it true? We could build us something that would mean something to you. 'Cause when I close my eyes, I'm in this world where you have a girl and I'm right by your side. Say you love me. It don't mean that I'll ever have you. I'm not gonna lie, a stubborn part of me keeps the hope alive that someday I'll be yours and you'll be mine. And I know you'll never understand, so to keep from losing my best friend, I hold it all inside. Say you love me. We could build us something. What if I say you love me? be? Could I make it true? We could build us something that would mean something to you. 'Cause when I close my eyes, I'm in this world where you have a girl and I'm right by your side. Say you love me, but if I say you love me, it don't mean that I'll ever have you. Oh, no.
And welcome back to Finding Cupid Radio. That was the newest one by Steve Grand, one of our gay country boys. That's his new album that just came out, debut album. Check it out on iTunes. Support the dude because he's cute, I guess.
Support
Save a horse, ride a cow.
Support the gay dude.
Support the dude. It's cute.
Support him.
That was all crowdfunded too, which is
Yes.
really awesome.
$324,000 that
That's
he
all it
raised to pay
takes?
for that album.
The biggest and
Kickstarter?
quickest type.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Cute.
Hey, let's all start a quick starter.
I mean, let's kickstart right now.
Here's the thing. I talked about this before. I was like, you know what? If we combined forces.
Okay.
Okay, it was got real serious.
Yes.
all of a
All
sudden.
right, we're listening.
We should do something. I mean, would you guys listen to the four of us? Five, sorry. Four.
Oh,
Wow, you were cut out.
Sorry.
Maddie, Maddie's like, I'm right here.
I'm sorry.
I'm
What
a
I was-
co-producer.
Effie, we all got pain.
Sorry. I'm sorry. But you know
I'll
what
win
I'm
the
saying?
Oscar,
This
though.
could be a really fun view type thing.
Yeah.
You know, like a show, a talk show with a bunch of Bravo people on it. That's
gay
Well,
view.
I have an
That
idea.
gave
So,
you.
so
yeah.
weird, right? Did you guys hear about that? There was a rumor about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's like rumored casting. Like there was like a
Yeah.
list of like 8 of them, and one of them on Facebook was like, "Oh, I guess I can tell people about this now."
Hashtag not really.
Hashtag not invited to the party. So
Don't be
I don't
tardy.
know. We'll talk off camera from that. Welcome back to the show, guys. I have my friends from the People's Couch here tonight. It's been a long time coming. We've been wanting to chat with them for a long time. Not even just chat with you on a show, but just to get together and have some drinks and talk shit. I mean, catch up on things. And
Throw
I'm so
shade.
glad you're here.
Thank you for having us.
First and foremost, we want to talk about dating tonight.
Yes.
Obviously, we're here finding Cupid. It's our thing. It's our groove. What we do here. So we're gonna start from the beginning. So let's first of all, can we talk about the People's Couch just for a second here?
Sure.
This is your how many
I
seasons?
love a
so
history
far?
lesson.
Yeah, let's do it.
Two seasons.
Flashback.
2 seasons.
Two
so far.
seasons. How has it been so far? And how did you all come to get to know each other and sit on the couch?
Scott's responsible for this, so he can tell it.
Okay, so I knew Blake for a few years, and of course loved him as an artist and as an actor and singer. And we became friends when I moved to LA because we had 100 friends in common.
Oh my God.
I have
And
4 friends
I was
total.
He really does, which makes me feel very special that he counts me as one of them.
Aw,
And
that's
all
so
of them
sweet.
are like, no, I'm being dead serious. Actually, all of his friends are like top of the pyramid, great people. So I'm very honored to be included in that list. Blake and I will be friends with anybody. So we,
Whoa, Emerson, you gonna take that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
true. I have like 5 friends.
He'll take that.
So I was following Emerson on Twitter, and I loved how smart he was and political, and we shared a lot of the same views and didn't, but had great conversations. And I finally said we should hang out. And I was doing a show in Palm Springs with a bunch of guest stars, and Blake was going to sing, and I said, hey, would you want to come and be a part of this? I know you have a big following in Palm Springs because of all the Del Shore films. And he said, absolutely. I said, okay, hey, would you mind coming over and singing through your song, which really meant like, I don't know if you can actually sing. Will you come over?
No, the way
So
he said it was,
shady.
hey, if you want to, you can come over to my house and run your songs. And I said, if you just want to hear them to make sure I'm not going to embarrass you, you could just say that.
And it's true.
Ambush audition.
Yeah. So he came over and like truthfully,
Shade of it all.
truthfully,
really.
in seconds we were kikiing, as they said in the drag balls in the 80s, and bring it to the floor.
I don't know what the 80s are like. Tell me about them.
Really? Do
Oh.
you want to get all Obama on this one and show your birth certificate?
Oh.
So
I have a version of it.
yeah. Oh,
Version.
I have an edited version of mine
I do
too.
beautiful photoshopping. Just call me. So anyway, we went and did this gig in Palm Springs. We became very quick, fast friends, and it was kind of great because I'll be honest, I have so many acquaintances, but I don't have a lot of close friends. I'm very particular about that, and especially gay men friends. I've always, in New York, my career was in the gay clubs in New York. I produced events and shows, and I hosted my own live talk show, but I always felt like the outsider looking through the glass, even when you're throwing the party. I was always more comfortable being on the outside. And I had select few, but I met these two and we just had a connection, and the energy and it was just amazing. And so we were friends, and can I tell this part of the story that includes you? Is that okay to talk about? I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this.
Is there a me in this?
Yeah, you didn't know this?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was
So
there.
I auditioned.
Oh, wait, yes.
I
know this.
auditioned for Millionaire Matchmaker. We've never really
that's
told this
right.
story, but who gives a shit? I auditioned for Millionaire Matchmaker to be the gay matchmaker, and I guess we both did very well. And they wanted
David
us
just did better.
No, he did, and they wanted us to go like this. And I wasn't available for the callback date, and I had to. And she was like, "No, I'm not gonna." You know, she wouldn't. She, meaning your boss, wouldn't change anything. So
She does that?
never.
So
Who,
weird.
by the way, I live for her. But so she
Drink your
so
juice,
anyway,
Shelby.
I went. I went and I passed, and then a couple weeks later, got a call from a random casting person who said, "We saw your tape from that. Do you have any friends you watch TV with?" And I said, "Actually, I
What?
do,
As
and
a
they're on
matter
their
of
way
fact,
over."
Dream job.
I said they're on their way over to watch TV, and they said, "Can we Skype in and watch you?" And I thought, I don't even do that with people on Grindr. Like, no.
We
But
do on
we said-
Periscope though.
But we
Yeah,
said-
now,
yes.
now we're periscoping everything.
I just lost my connection on Periscope. It was
Oh,
very
no.
sad.
Oh.
So,
So much going on, kids.
so
much.
we said yes, and I said to the boys, "Come over. I'm beating my face. Come over." And what I did. Do you guys remember this? I set up
Yes.
I set up
Oh.
my laptop to face the
Oh.
couch, and I set up lighting behind it, so we were lit
Of course
beautifully.
you did.
Like the whole
He
setup.
like
Yes.
unscrewed a
I
floor
was like-
lamp and put it down with some books,
This is
and we were.
amazing.
And I was like, I brought these
Underlight.
2 shirts for you to choose from.
And I opened my closet. I was like, "Boys, do we go with a pink hue or
something
green?"
fancy.
So anyway, so we did a bunch of Skype interviews. They said they loved us. We waited a while, and then it all was magically happening.
That's so
Well, you
great.
guys are doing phenomenal on the show. It's been a hit, and you certainly didn't miss out on any Bravo love, my friend. So glad to have you, no matter what.
Yes.
In the circle of life here at Bravo.
And you still do it at your house?
Yeah, you know, it's in our living room. We watch TV, and it literally
Whose
this-
house is it?
Mine. To put the rumor to rest, it
Uh-huh.
is not scripted. Like
Yeah,
we
some people think it's scripted,
Yeah.
but I think it's
Not
really
at all.
funny.
No,
I wish
we're
it was
just
scripted.
hilarious.
This is like the most real show.
I'm like, could I get a script, please?
You do. Blake is like, I would be more happy if I could have a script, please.
I'm like, I'll deliver those lines.
And I'm like,
I will actress for my life.
I don't want to have to work that hard, so I just diarrhea of the mouth and hope for the best.
Just
You really
anything
do.
goes.
I love
He's
it.
just nonstop hilarity. Both of them. I mean, it's the chemistry is what makes it work. And
Yeah, you guys
I'm-
are great. I'm just sitting here watching, quite honestly.
Well, they sit
Go
me,
on.
You know, on the show, I'm sitting in between these two, and naturally, I'm a very tactile, person. So I'm always like
Handsy. The
I'm
word is
handsy.
handsy.
But I'll always like when I talk. I'm very Judy Garland in that sense. I'll be like, Blake, don't you think that it's
He
like
uses big words to mask the pervertedness underneath of it.
no? But a lot of people thought we were all banging because I would lay
Bang,
my
bang
into the room.
I know you.
I would lay my head.
It's like that. It just goes.
I would lay my head on Emerson's lap, or and it's just what I
Uh-huh.
do, and it apparently.
Don't all gay guys who watch TV bang? Isn't that what you do? Isn't that code for bang?
That-
Let's
yes,
watch a
that's our
movie.
community.
Yeah, come over and watch a movie.
No one's ever finished
I
one
wanna hang
movie.
All right, we'll transition nicely into the next subject,
Just
which
such
is
a
dating.
clean transition.
Well, I'm very happy for you. The show. When does it come back? By the way.
We're on hold right now. We honestly don't know when we come back. That is the
No.
God honest truth. They have not told us because Bravo, as you know, is throwing all the pasta on the wall to see what sticks with all their
That's
new
what
shows.
we do every year.
Yeah. So we're just our show only needs like a week lead in because it really is the shows.
Really?
Yes, because it's the TV shows that week.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right,
'cause
that's
it's
right.
It's
Yeah.
all
So,
topical. So
How was it when you watched my show? I died at that time.
Oh, we had
because I
so
was-
much
loved
fun.
it.
Well,
It
and
was-
nothing's better than watching the other Bravo shows because like those are the shows we really do watch. It's why we ended
Yeah.
up on the show in the first place. And it's
Exactly.
like Patty, like I live for her. Like it's so
Yes.
exciting because those, it's like great. We like
Yes.
know the story, we know all the players, we know all of y'all personalities.
Yes.
It's like we have so much to say.
Yeah. But when they give us something like,
now.
we had some weird ones. There were some fun ones like Sex Sent Me to the ER.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that was amusing.
But some of them are really
Which is a
bad.
great transition into finding Cupid
Yes,
Radio.
Yes.
and back to
So-
being single.
Dating, huh?
So
Sorry, kids. I
dating,
know you're here to
guys.
listen to more stuff, but so we'll
Are we
move into this.
disappointing? Oh my
No, you're not disappointing at all. We want to know the juice. There's different people listening, and same people. so let's start with then. Since you're all friends, are you all single?
Yeah, I am single.
Okay.
Thanks for making me say it out
Wow,
loud.
it's the quietest it's been all night.
we all got.
Yeah. Okay, so you're single. Tell me about how has it been living in LA and the dating scene? How does it feel to you?
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
Actually,
It got real because it got real quiet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Or
I feel
thinking.
like when you switch to this part, we can laugh and giggle and whatever, but like I think for the majority of us, everybody wants to have somebody, and this town is weird because unlike most cities, so many people in LA want to be something besides what they currently are.
Right.
And it's hard to start like meshing and putting a life together with when people aren't like in the world they want to be working in. Like if you live in another city, there's accountants and attorneys and teachers, and it's like I'm doing what I want to be doing in the daytime. I want to do it better, or maybe I want to move further in it. But like my life has sort of a plan now, and now I can figure out how you fit into it. Here, there's so many people. It's like, well, I do this, but I want to do this, and I'm working on this book, and I'm trying to do this thing, and
Right.
like maybe I can
Slashers.
fit you in.
No
like
one's content
I can
here.
fit you in 3 weeks from Tuesday at 4:00 in the morning if that's fine.
Gotcha. So do you think it's like a Los Angeles thing?
I think it's an LA, New York problem. I think
Yeah.
it's equal. I think it's any city
Because
that has
of
a
the
big
industry?
entertainment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Big city problem, I think.
Probably Nashville's the same, I would say.
Yeah,
And-
traveling around to all the big cities, like performing, I can say it's a big city problem.
And as a result, it's a narcissist problem.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Well, when you work in a business
so
where like
true.
you're your business, it sort of inherently leads to you spending a lot of time thinking about yourself, talking about yourself, your own projects,
My
everything that
body
you're
is my
doing.
instrument.
Yeah.
Like stopping and remembering to go, how are you?
So what would you say then is your own personal like vice? Like when you go on dates, what is the one thing that stands out? Like I cannot believe this happens every time.
I
Like an
I think
annoyance?
it's safe to say I probably go on the most dates because I throw myself out there like a fool. And recently, the thing I've been getting is like people trying to talk about what they have or who they know, and that is the thing that impresses me
Yeah.
the least. I was born into a blue collar family. I have a family that ranges from somebody who owns a $3 million home and somebody who cleans a $3 million home, right? Like, and I was always taught, if it's not your money, why do you care? And so that has helped me a lot in life because I have a lot of friends who have done well. I have celebrity friends. I don't care because it's not my stuff. I'm friends with them because
Right.
I like them.
Right.
And when somebody leads with, oh, well, like, oh, you like the car? But like some guy was like, oh, let me pick you up so you can see my car.
Ew.
So you don't like the flashy.
No, well, who does? It's so vapid. It's
Right.
superficial.
Well,
I drive a Corolla, so
I have an Altima.
That's so hot. I got a boner right now. Oh, tell me more about it. What year?
But I think people out here really identify
color.
people identify themselves with
It's
the
so
outward
true.
stuff.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
for me, it's like I try to jump right into, so where are you from? How many siblings do you have? What's your family like? Do you love kids? Like I go
And
You go
to the
deep.
jugular.
Okay.
and see, like I don't care about that crap. I'm like, tell me what you think. Like, what did you think today that was interesting to you?
So what
Yeah.
then, Emerson? What is obviously there's the standard questions. Let's say 10 on a date. What is your question that you ask every single time that's separate from all of that?
I don't know because I'm very much a responder to like what someone else thought was interesting to start talking about. Like I'm very much a like, how was your day?
Yeah.
Because I can learn a lot about what you think is important by what you choose to tell me happened in your day. Like,
Yeah.
well, I'm working on this big thing and this is what's happened. Or like, well, my car or my assistant or like,
Yeah.
what you thought was important today tells me a lot about your priorities. Does that
So
make
you like
sense?
you like the deepness of it then.
I do. I mean, I joke and I'm silly and nonsense, and it is 100% like because I need banter. Like that's important
Yeah.
to me in my friendships. Like I'm going to zing at you, and I need you to be able to bounce back.
Right.
And so like those two things. So I'm a weird combination of like I want to know that you thought about something today besides like how to get from your car to your office and like to your car and to the gym and home.
Right. All that
but
stuff.
in addition to that, I want to know that you don't take yourself too seriously at the same time.
And what about you, Blake?
For me, it's funny. It's all about being world traveled.
Really?
Like if you haven't been outside of Arizona, like I can't. And I know that sounds super
Really?
snobby, but like, and it doesn't have to be like amazing, high class, whatever. Like backpacking through Europe is amazing, and that's phenomenal. But like for me, you have to have been out of the States,
Out of the States.
Got it.
Really?
which is so
Really?
random. I
That's your
know.
deal breaker.
That's your
It's my
thing?
deal breaker.
Wow.
That is so interesting.
Uh-huh.
But what if you met
Eyebrow.
somebody? I know we're going to go down this road, but what if you met somebody that didn't, and there was such a connection? Do you automatically
Well,
Is
no,
the door
I would-
closed before you have that conversation?
No, I
or
would
is
waive
it-
all of my rules if the right person.
I think that's the biggest problem in like LA dating, gay dating. I feel like the biggest problem for a lot of people is making rules and being unwilling to break them. Like I feel like you miss a lot of opportunity for. I think it's really good to know like I'm looking for this. Like I know like you can't be a morning person. Like that doesn't work for me. I will stab you in the face. Like I know that. But if you're willing to toss anybody to the curb because of they don't meet one of your criteria, I feel like you miss a lot of opportunity.
Well, let's talk about the list a little bit then. There's a lot of lists that people say they have to have A, B, C, and D. So let me throw this out there. What's your non-negotiables or what should be on the list? Do you have one?
No drugs.
Okay.
I personally have never had drugs or alcohol in my life, but I like being around people who drink.
Okay.
My family owned a bar.
which is why he hangs out with.
Yes, yes. But I like being around people who drink. I don't. But people who can handle their alcohol.
Yeah.
But if you do drugs, that is a big deal breaker.
Gotcha.
You cannot be around me.
Does weed count? That's a
I've
fair question,
thought
right?
about. Yeah, no, definitely fair, and it's something I've kind of thought about
This
a
is
lot.
Los Angeles. I feel like I'm driving in a car and somebody's smoking weed next to me.
Right.
I saw that on the way over to the show tonight, like somebody smoking a bowl in the car.
The homeless person outside.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess if it's now legalized, it's fine as long as you have it under control. But also, I want somebody who is focused, and sometimes I feel like my friends who smoke are sometimes just in the clouds a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not all there.
That's why I have Maddie over here.
Exactly.
What? Oh.
Huh? What? Her?
Blake, what are your non-negotiables?
Yeah, I think drugs is pretty high up there for me.
Sorry,
pretty
Maddie.
high up there. For
I'm
me.
just kidding. Pretty high. I got you. I got you. I'm paying attention.
But
Get
you
it?
know,
Pretty
but
high?
I did. I dated someone who smoked pot, and it wasn't a problem.
Yeah. I feel like I've gone through that. Emerson, we'll get to you, and then I have one more question for the group.
I don't really have any. I sort of like because early on I had such like this and this and this and this, and then I made myself. I started a project at one point dating where I was like, I'm gonna say yes to coffee with anyone that asks me out. Because I found myself like eliminating things or being like, oh, well,
So
this
good.
or this. Well, I went on a bunch of terrible dates as a result of it.
Yeah.
But it did make me sort of get rid of that attitude of like, the specifics aren't
Right.
important. For me, it's the conversation. It's
Gotcha.
the first 5 minutes.
First 5 minutes.
Did you have a
Yeah.
And
No,
body
teacher,
type.
I have a question.
Someone has a
raising his
question.
hand.
I have a question.
Yes,
no,
God.
I
How
want
cute they are.
to add to my thing really quickly.
Cuteness.
My deal breaker, I can't believe I didn't think of this already, was maturity. I find that gay men in Los Angeles are so immature.
I agree.
So immature.
I'm
God,
right
what are you
here.
talking about?
I'm right here.
They are, our community suddenly went to like equating themselves to the taste level of a 14-year-old girl. And
I'm
it's
I
like,
right
love Ariana
here.
Grande. Stop.
Brittany is still my goddess.
And a
This
Baron-
is what
Brittany.
I deal
This
with.
is why
Strong
we're not
Brittany.
dating for the
This
people
is
who ask.
why I deal with. Yes. And so, yeah, I mean, I am an old soul, and I admit that from the get-go. Like, I am, I would rather go to watch a video of a Sinatra concert than go see, Rihanna. But I'm, this
I would
is
not.
But maturity levels, and that's okay. But I'm saying for me, a maturity level is important because there's so many immature guys who act like fraternity brothers, and it's a turnoff.
Guys
Here's
did
a
go to
list.
Barry Manilow, and that's pretty mature.
Yeah.
Right?
Amazing.
But see, to me, that's taste, not
I wouldn't
maturity.
be caught dead there.
Yes.
Good taste. Good taste.
If you could
Good
only
taste.
watch the video, my friends. If you could only watch the video. Okay, so let's talk about technology. Technology has pretty much taken over our worlds, as you are all podcasting from
Yes.
The
What is it?
Periscope.
Video.
Periscoping
The
live.
Periscope.
Kids, I feel like an old man here. Literally they told me to unbutton my shirt when I came in.
We're like, loosen
I thought it
up.
was cute. I gotta
Yeah.
apparently not up with
Show
it.
us
Put
your
the girls
chest
out.
hair.
Jesus. But they're periscoping, which is something I didn't even know that was. It's a new app.
It's also a medical device. You can get that.
It's also a fancy thing on a submarine.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
There you go.
Down
It's
Periscope.
lots.
It's also the name of my new
Periscope,
album coming
down
out in March.
Periscope, now it's
Oh,
porn.
Periscope. When does it drop?
It's a new
When does it?
Periscopes do drop, so this is appropriate. Okay, so let's go to technology. So, yes or no, and are you on apps? Do you like apps?
I do. I think that you have to
Like
decide.
all apps, dating apps?
Do you mean dating apps?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Date apps.
Yeah,
Apps.
I do like them. I think you have to decide for yourself how much it controls your life. Like I think
Yes.
the people who it's like people who are on Grindr at dinner, like you have a problem. Like I feel like there should be like GA meetings, like Grindr Anonymous meetings,
There
like
should
next
be.
to the AA meetings.
Yeah.
Because some people go too far. But I think that if you use social media, even in the dating apps correctly, They facilitate the ability for you to connect with people that you
Right.
wouldn't come across normally. I think that then it's just how much you control your life. I used OkCupid a lot and loved it because that like giant questionnaire where you could see like all the
Thank
stuff
you.
that you matched with people. I love that.
That's
to me, it
my
was like
favorite
filling out a
one.
test, and
It's
I was
my
like,
favorite.
"There's more questions."
Yes.
Emerson's answers were the greatest thing on OkCupid. I read it one night and literally called him, doubled over laughing like, you are a genius.
We've all read each other's OkCupid.
I
profiles.
live for this. I want to read them. Okay, wait.
You can read mine.
So, okay, what are you on then? So, OkCupid.
OkCupid.
Okay.
That's my favorite one.
Okay, and it's true because when you actually set aside the time, listen up, kids, to answer questions, that
Yeah.
really actually filters out a ton of people who are not serious about relationships.
Well, and I
Yes.
found that with OkCupid, like I definitely have had a message go back and forth for like at least 3 exchanges before I actually agree to the like, yeah, I'll get coffee or yeah, I'll meet you. So this sort of awkward first date thing is already circumvented.
Exactly. But also, wait, hold on. But don't you think though that a lot of that questioning takes a little bit out of that first date though sometimes?
Yes.
It's like I almost don't want to answer a lot of questions before I get there.
Yes and no. I mean, because I literally must have answered 2,000 questions. Because for me, it was like a fun,
did.
like it was
More,
like a trivia
more,
quiz,
more.
and I was like, I can win. No, I just became enamored with the questions. But no, I found the percentages, and I would look at certain categories and just do sort of an overview. But then I would go to the dates and start it like it was the beginning. And several times, because I'm a weird talker, like I'm an over talker
Really?
in relationships, overshare.
No.
Never.
Like I'm like, how are you feeling? What's happening? And I would say, I know we read all of this stuff about each other, but I'm gonna pretend like we didn't and like start it over.
But
But I would
remind me.
say that
Scott.
because I'm awkward.
You want the? I'm very honest about this. I talked about this on the show this afternoon. I am on OkCupid,
Okay.
Tinder,
Okay.
I love Tinder.
Love me Tinder.
Tinder's good.
Grinder,
Okay.
Yes.
Jacked.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Not big enough.
Are
So-
you on Scruff?
I'm not on
You don't
Scruff.
have
No.
to be jacked.
I was
to
on
be
Scruff
So-
for a while.
But
So
I feel like I
here's-
should.
It was fun.
Here's my reasoning. Okay, so on Grinder, people hate me because I'm the guy that says dates only, and literally they're like,
And,
yes,
and people like me are like, why are you here?
Scott,
And people
why
are-
are you on Grinder if you're looking
I've
for
actually
a
had
date?
great dates off of Grinder.
Is your face on there?
Have you had anything that's come off of Grinder though?
Oh.
What do you mean?
A relationship.
Lots of things.
Yes.
came-
Lots of things.
came
Yes.
for me off of
Relationship.
Grindr.
Yes.
A lot of
I
stuff
dated
came
somebody,
from
yes.
Grindr.
No, you
So much
dated.
came
but
from
yes,
me.
I'm
off
just
of Grindr.
saying. I don't think why waste your time in a pool of people. who
Well,
are
first of
not
all, I'm on there because I'm nosy. I love to go on and see who's on.
He's
I
a
love to look-
shopaholic.
I am. I
He's
love to go
like-
window shopping.
See this? This is me judging.
Yeah.
You can judge away if you want. At least I'm out there putting myself out there, which is more than
Which
most
is good.
people.
Yes, I agree.
My face is always on Grindr. You know why? Because I learned something. If you just see someone's torso and it's amazing, you picture the hottest head you've ever seen in your entire
do.
life above it.
That's true.
And the minute they send it, you're like, oh, that's fine. But what I pictured was like perfection. Because I would have, for a while, when I first tested, I was like, just my torso. I don't know. I'll send people my face if I'm really into it. And then they'd stop talking to me, and I was like, you definitely just said my face is ugly. That you were like, from my shoulder to my groin was totally fine.
I
and
love
then
your
you-
torso. I hate your face.
So I was like, I want you to see my face up front so that you know what you're getting, and if you talk to me,
block
that
me
means you at
away.
least think that's cute.
Yep.
My self-esteem could not take just my torso.
Scott, are you mad at me now?
No, I'm just thinking
Okay.
because most of the guys I see on Grinder, I see their other profile on OkCupid. So
I'm not disagreeing with you being on it. I think you should.
No,
I
I
just
mean-
want to be friends after this.
I just want to be
oh,
friends.
I don't
so
care.
mad at
No, I'm not mad. No, I'm thinking because this is my thinking face. Because I go on there and people are like, "Sup, dude? What do you want? What are you looking for?" And
Sup,
I always,
bro? Sup,
and
sup,
I
bro?
always, and I
Sup,
always write
sup.
back a husband. And that either shuts them down or they explode and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so great to hear. That's so different on here." Blah blah blah. And then I weed through. But that's if I actually talk to somebody. I really am on there
Gotcha.
to see. Remember, like we'll go places. I'm like, "All right, let's see who's here." Not because I'm looking for sex. I don't hook up. I'm weird, old
Yeah.
school. Like I don't feel good when I hook up. I learned that years ago.
Oh, sorry.
Do you not respond to people?
Uh,
Do you not respond to people if they message you first too?
if I'm not interested, no, I wouldn't start
Just
a conversation.
No response.
I have said like sorry, not a connection, but then that seems rude because you haven't really spoken to them. You're just basing it on looks. So I just block.
I was not connected
Oh.
to your picture.
I said that on OkCupid at the bottom of my profile. It said there are 800 other social media platforms to make friends on. I'm not here to do that. So if I don't respond, it's because we are not a connection for a romantic situation.
So let me ask you this, guys. Technology aside, so if you did find the one person, let's talk about the future of where everything's going right now. Kids, gay guys are getting married, having kids, getting divorced, having kids, having been in a relationship and being divorced from that too. Would you marry? Would you date a guy with kids? Would you have kids
absolutely.
yourself?
I'm looking for a guy with kids because then It doesn't have to be my
Then
crazy
you
ass
don't have
genes.
to raise them.
Yeah, no, I would raise them. I love kids. Kids are very important to me, and I have 2 godchildren who are like my adopted kids. And so, if a man had a child, I would actually be thrilled because I want to have a family with kids.
I'm not interested in somebody who has kids.
Would you pass?
Yeah, I think I would. That's something that I want to do, and I think that for my personal preference, I think that's something I'm going to do with somebody I'm interested in. So for me, yeah, that would be more closer to a deal breaker, I think, than anything else.
And how old are you?
30.
Really? You look
Yes.
like a child.
It's the bangs. But bangs are cheaper than Botox.
And by the way, he looks so amazing with his hair slicked back, and I'm on a
Living
crusade to get him to do it
Rio.
once. We saw him in a pool. Blake and I saw him in a pool in Palm Springs.
He's like Mean Girls about it. Like, you look sexy with your hair pushed back. You look sexy with your hair pushed back.
No, I'm like, he looks like a Dolce & Gabbana model or something. Like he looks so beautiful with his hair slicked back.
Wait. So let's start from this.
It's a
so
piece.
30
It's on a headband.
Oh my god.
ADD.
What if it just came off right now? What if you just took it off?
Let's do it. Do it
What
right
if you
now.
took your hair off?
Can you do it
Stop,
right now
you
for
guys.
us?
It's a lace front. It's
Mine,
glued on.
mine is the
Beautiful
lace
hair.
front.
Yeah, yours
you don't
is the
need
lace
a lace
front.
front. You
Why
can
are
have a
you-
hard top under.
Okay,
Yeah, you
I won't
could.
push it. I won't push it. I know.
Why am I what? 30 looking
No,
not wanting kids?
I was just saying, why? Are you scared to show your forehead?
No, the forehead's fine. I just do this because I'm lazy.
Oh, gotcha.
forehead.
I get out of the shower and go.
Okay, wait. So Emerson,
Yes.
30. What's your sign?
Sagittarius.
Okay, Blake.
I'm 30
But I don't
and
believe
I'm
in
an
that.
Aries.
And Aries. It feels like a dating.
Wait, but like you didn't say if you would date someone with kids.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh. I kind of, that is something that I want down the road. So it's like kind of like Emerson. I'm kind of like, it would
Not right now.
The kids would have to be amazing
That's refreshing
older?
to hear
and older. Yes.
that you guys want kids. Because when I'm on OkCupid and someone says I don't want kids, I kind of pass them by.
Yeah.
I do
think
too.
I think.
But I also think it's a really good thing for gay men to talk about up front because
Yeah.
there are
Yes.
two very different camps of like people that are interested in people who really aren't. And
Yeah.
to me, I think that's one of the conversations that needs to be had earlier in the process.
Yes, and that's
like
the
right
whole-
after top, bottom, versatile should be like kids, no kids.
Kids, no kids.
There are a lot
And
of
do you
things
like
that
cats?
need to be.
Well, like when we went to that family
No
equality,
cats.
when we
No
went to-
cats.
we went to the family equality council dinner,
Thank you.
and one of the guys that hosted, I can't remember who it was. He like showed up and he was like, "I support you all, and I think it's great that all you gay people want families. I don't want kids, so my
Yeah.
date tonight is Patty LaPone, and I have expensive furniture.
So gay.
So like,
Yeah.
it's not for
You're
everyone.
like, no, not really. Okay, wait. Scott, go.
34.
Uh-huh.
And thanks for not being shocked. And
We talked about this. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep on track here. Literally, this is a runaway
I just like giving
train.
you a hard time. No,
I
it's
know
not.
we're
This
gonna
is
go
fun.
over. Sorry, Tony.
No, 34. And what was the second part of it?
Sign.
Show
Sign.
sign.
Oh, so I'm on the cusp of Scorpio Sagittarius, November 22nd. So I'll cook you dinner, then stab you with a fork.
Basically.
Aw. And have your babies. Bye.
Have your babies. Bye.
Okay, so what I mean, of all your relationships that you've had so far, what do you think is the most important thing that you've learned?
To talk. And I have to say
To talk or to communicate?
Communicate.
'Cause I have a feeling you know how to talk.
communicate. To communicate. And I have to say, I also learned that big lesson from the friendship between the three of us of
Yeah.
talking things out. That has been a huge life lesson for me from these two, and that was monumental in my life.
For me, it was learning that there is a difference between the way you like to express love and the way the other person likes to receive it. And if they aren't the same, you need to do both.
Right.
So that makes like
Totally.
there are things that I like doing. I'm a little things person, but I was with somebody once who was like a big gesture person. So I would do the little things because they made me feel good to express it that way, but then do the bigger things that also made him feel loved that way.
Right.
Does that make sense? It was a
Totally.
big revelation for me to realize that those didn't have to match to work
Right.
as long as you knew them.
Yes.
And Blake, what about you?
I learned to sort of slow down. I went through a lot of relationships where I tried to like move really quickly, and that always just blew up in my face.
Yes. So slow down.
Slow down.
Gotcha. And it sounds like you all have a very good understanding of who you are and where you want to be, because there was a lot of great differentiating opinions on where you want to be in relationships, and that's really good because that's really halfway part of understanding, a good relationship for you is understanding yourself and where you want to be and what you want and don't want. So that's really good. Why are you laughing in my serious Oprah moment here?
He
I'm
is
gonna
like giving us
stab you.
life-
I know.
Life class.
Oh my god.
It was pretty great.
I am.
Talk
You're
about
never
it
getting a
later.
mic again.
I wanted underscoring.
You don't
under
even
that.
get to be
Okay.
a friend on the Bravo show now.
David, I wanted
wow.
underscoring. I wanted like violins and
Well,
stuff.
listen. Where are we?
What's the music budget for this
Hold
show?
on.
I can write you something.
$1.50 and a Tootsie Roll Pop.
All right. Last question, you guys, because we gotta go.
Aw.
All right. So, last question: if you were to set up with your friends here with somebody else, who would it be? Like
I would-
even a celebrity.
No,
or
I would absolutely not try.
not even try.
No.
Okay.
I love you with all my heart, but like I would be in so much trouble just for like no, because I think knowing what somebody else wants and like allowing them to like I just can't. I mean,
All
I know
right.
that's not the cute
like
answer,
setting
but
up,
Would
like
you- yeah,
setting up
who
for
would you?
one of.
Yeah.
Oh,
So say you had a
God.
celebrity. No. Oh wow.
Oh,
you wouldn't
God,
even. No.
no.
Scott.
No.
No?
I've done it. I have the matchmaker gene. I have friends who have gotten married that I've set up, so I like
Yeah,
doing
he's
it.
very Dolly Levi.
Do you?
I'm like, I put my hand in there.
So if you had a celebrity to set them up with, who would it be?
um,
Not for sex, Emerson.
No, I
yeah,
know.
is it for sex or for
Just
what are we
for
talking
no
about?
for a relationship.
For a relationship.
Okay.
That's tough. I don't know. I would have to think about that. I
right.
put serious thought into this. I don't know who I would set them up. But you know, Emerson's would be someone who is, you know, smart, political, wants to talk about this stuff, but still has a silly side. Blake's
Yes.
would be somebody who is
Anderson
adventurous.
Cooper.
Yeah,
Hillary
Anderson Cooper.
Clinton.
Ah.
Hillary would be amazing bottom for you.
Anderson Cooper would be my celebrity setup.
I just want to
Great.
date Rob Lowe and marry him.
Yes.
And go surfing with him. That's all I want
Rob
from
Lowe
life.
now? Rob Lowe
Rob
now.
Lowe. I would take Rob Lowe at 50 right now
I
and
agree.
bang
That's
the
the better-
shit out of him.
He
I
has
love him.
kids.
Well, on that note,
And a surfboard.
we gotta go.
Surfboard.
Thank you to the guys of the People's Couch, Scott, Blake, and Emerson for being with us tonight, discussing their opinions on dating here in 2015, gay Los Angeles. Thank you also to Josh and Matt for
You're welcome.
for audiencing tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a lovely pleasure. And thank you all for tuning in and watching. I know we've gone a little bit over tonight, but for more information on our friends here, head to where can they find everyone?
ScottNevins.com.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Blake McIver.
And I am at actually Emerson.
Perfect. And for more information on us, head to finding-cupid.com. Follow us on Twitter and all the other fun stuff. Have a great week, everybody. We will see you next week where we have also another great guest coming in. Eli Lee will be here.
Oh, yay.
in the
Oh, we love
studio.
him.
I know you do.
He's
I want to
great.
marry him, but he doesn't want kids.
He doesn't want kids.
Deal breaker.
Okay, we got to go.
Just
all
have
right,
sex.
guys. Have a great night. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
In the future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network.